Hello everybody and welcome back to This War of Mine. My name is Pravus and let's begin day 7 of our Paragon of Virtue playthrough. Alright Marko, why don't you go take a nap. Marin, I'd like for you to rest as well, but we're going to have to wait for a little while. Christo has some more story for us though. Many people in our area moved to their basements as a precaution. We all felt safer there, even though the life conditions were not the best. I heard stories of people buried alive in their basements, but I didn't tell them to Iskra. I didn't want her to be afraid. Probably wise. She's hungry, which is fine because we have something for her, so let's go ahead and do that now. And then Marko, I think, also has a little bit. No, just he wants to help Iskra. Everyone wants to help the child, which is good. Don't get me wrong. That is a very noble thing to do. Anyway, all right. So it's a new recording session for me, which means I've forgotten. Oh, I don't know, about what we've done in the last couple of videos, where we've been, when was the last time we ate, stuff like that. One thing we could do right now, actually, is try reinforcing the door. I do recall that we wanted to build up our vegetable garden, however, reinforcing the door is going to help guarantee that we are able to survive the nights pretty well, I think. Make sure that we never get wounded, make sure that we don't lose anything. Now that said, it's also still pretty early on in the game. We might be okay without it. Let's try going up to the vegetable garden. Let's just see what would be involved in getting this. We also need to teach Iskra to do a few things at some point in the near future, because she can learn, apparently. That's something that I was seeing in the comment section for the last week, that I wasn't super duper aware of. But yeah, apparently she's able to learn certain tasks. Christo, I think, has to teach her. We'll try playing with that a little bit, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to be very important for us. If we were playing in the start where you only have Christo and Iskra on your team, for example, well then yes. Having Iskra learn how to do some tasks while her father sleeps is going to be very important. But, for us, probably not. So it looks like cigarettes and tobacco are being used as a currency right now. The militia is losing some men. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and set it back to classical music. Not a lot going on here. Why don't you go play for a little bit? Alright, Marin. So we could upgrade this if we had more parts and if we had a sun lamp. So that tells me I have just enough electrical components to get this built next night, if we can get some more parts. I think we will go ahead and upgrade the door, because we're not going to get that tonight anyway. It does mean that tomorrow night, I would like to get some more electrical components. At least 4, and at least a few more parts and building materials. But yeah, let's reinforce the door. That's something we will definitely want. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so you go do that. Now, we could, of course, have Marin start the task and then continue building stuff while everyone else builds it. I mean, that way you still save the materials. But since everyone's already asleep, let's just go ahead and start this task up. It's not going to take too long, I don't think. Would love to get some more parts so I can get another rat trap as well. That would be useful. Christo is done sleeping. Let's get some more water filters going, because I know I'm going to need some of those. At least one. Let's just get one for now. A little bit more water so I'll be able to do some cooking. I do believe that everyone ate last night, right? So we probably have at least 1, maybe 2 more days before people get very hungry. That's a little bit of time to try and get some more food, more vegetables and stuff like that. Now, Christo, can you teach Iskra how to do this? Does it give us the option? Teach. There it is. Let's try teaching Iskra how to do this. Come, Iskra, I'll show you how to do something. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and build up the heat lamp, because that's something we also know that we will want. Are you going to jump down? Holy crap, Iskra! Alright, so, ever wondered how this works? Let's teach her how to do it. So good, that means that Iskra will be able to do something in the future. Okay, well, good. She can collect water for me. Maybe I can teach her how to build stuff, too. Is Christo the only person able to teach a child how to do something? I'm not too sure. Hey, cool, it has actually specialized text for the task that is being taught. Huh. Pretty nifty. Pretty darn nifty. Marin, why don't you go take a nap? And I think we'll go ahead and end this night, because we don't really have anything else to work with, so let's go ahead and do that now. Wow, that is really simple, she says. Okay. So I know that we had some stuff left over in the shelled cottage. 3 morsels of food, certainly. More building supplies and stuff like that, but I don't think that's a high priority for us right now. We can't go to the looted gas station due to fighting. Old Town is blocked off. Semi-detached house. Unless we're willing to steal, there's not really much to get here. Could be very dangerous. The garage is okay, but there's a trader here. He has really good value if you want to get tools. You can trade away medicine, get a lot of tools, very good. However, as far as scavenging other stuff, a little bit tougher, because you don't want to steal from the guy. I like to keep him around, and we're trying to be Paragons of Virtue. We're not going to steal. So we're going to go to the Shelled School today, because I think that's the only real option we have. I did miss, by the way, and someone pointed this out, that you can have Christo sleep with his child in the same bed. They can share a bed. I'm not going to do that anyway, because Christo is still our really only worthwhile guard. But we can have Marin sleep at the very least, and because we have a special alarm rigged up to the door, we can actually afford to have more people sleeping. In fact, we really could have everyone sleep tonight if we wanted to. But I'm still going to keep Christo on guard. There's no reason not to at this point. We're probably fine. Marko, you're going to go to the Shelled School. There is a lot of debris here, unfortunately. Actually, I forgot. We don't have any saw blades. Ah, crap. Saw blades would have been a good thing to get, but for now, we'll take the crowbar. In a future run here, there's a lot of stuff in this map. I'll have to bring some saw blades, but this will do just fine. There's a lot of debris, so there's going to be a lot of digging today. And I'll, of course, skip through that as I have in the past. But let's start with these top piles up here. That's what we're going to dig through for now. And we'll have to come back to all of this later. So yeah, run through there and start digging. Okay, looks like we're going to be done with this pile now, and we can move on less impeded. There are two debris piles right here as well. We never should ever have to clear those out. So pretty much now we have full access to the map. We just had to wait for a little while. Anyway, so in the Shelled School, there are two different types of this map. And I should have shown you this earlier so you could see, but one has the homeless squatting in this side of the map, and the other has the military camped out in the Shelled School. Now, you can tell which one you have if you look at the description of the place that you're going to when we first choose where we want to scavenge for the night. And I knew, looking at the description, that we have the homeless version. So this is a safe place. There are other people here, but as long as we don't bother them or steal from them, we will be just fine. All right, let's go ahead and start scavenging. I did bring the crowbar, so I want to go ahead and open this up before we end the night. Again, I'm looking for building supplies, electrical components, and parts if possible. Food would not be a bad thing if we can get it, but I don't think we need it right now. Pretty soon, though. All right, let's go ahead and check inside of here. What do we got? We have exactly a couple of things we were looking for. All right. Medicine cabinet. I suspect we're going to have a few things useful here. We'll go ahead and take it with us for now. 2 bandages and 2 herbal meds. That's a really good haul. That's really good, actually. We could trade a lot of that away. It's a note left for someone. I prepared the secret stash behind the fridge, like you asked. I already put some stuff there so you can see if it works for you. This, by the way, right here is the theft icon if we wanted to steal from these guys, but of course they're going to react poorly. They can see me right there. They're not going to like that. Now, interestingly enough, despite the fact that someone has a secret stash, that's not considered to be theft if we grab that. So we're going to go into the kitchen, and there it is. This is hidden unless you had looked at that note. And it's got some food and some moonshine, which could be pretty useful. Some stuff here in the fridge. It's going to be a lot of parts and water and stuff. All right, that's pretty good. So again, I want to try and bring as much of this stuff over to a central pile if we can. And we can right here, at least for now. But keep in mind, we just had to spend a couple of hours digging through debris, so that kind of cuts back how much I'm able to get tonight. The important thing is to try and get these electrical components and parts, because I really, really want to have... I really want to get that vegetable garden going if I can. All right, we got what we got going on here. Now, this is considered theft, so I'm not going to end up bringing a saw blade to cut through this later. I don't want to steal. We are Paragons of Virtue. And seriously, who steals from the homeless, right? I mean, that's just kind of a jerk move. That's really low. I mean, I get it. All's fair in love and war. So happens that there's war, right? But still, I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Anything left here on the top floor? I don't think so. I think we've more or less cleared this area out. Okay, good. So, we've only got a couple of hours left. Let's take stock here. See what we are willing to take and what we are not. I don't think we need the water per se. Nor do we necessarily need the bandages to trade. I think we got a little bit of time. We'll take the crowbar, we'll take the parts, we'll take the electrical components. Let's take some more components here, and let's take some lumber. And then let's go scavenge around in the top area up here and see if we can please, please, please find a couple more electrical components. We do need to bring a saw blade the next time we come by here. That's how we get access to this lower path. More parts and stuff, I mean, that's okay, but it's not amazing. Still looking for those electrical components. We may not get lucky today, and if so, I'm going to be very, very sad. Would love to get those, but they're hard to come by. No, not quite what I'm looking for there. Lots of building supplies, that's pretty good, but... Not good enough. Nope. Nothing there. I don't think we're going to find any more, actually. I'm pretty sure most of these piles are going to be just building supplies. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Well, having the parts at the very least is helpful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ungrateful for what we have been able to get. I was just hoping for something very specific. But that's the chance you take, you know? It's the chance you take whenever you're scavenging in this war of mine. It's always randomly generated. There are some times when you know what you're going to get, and there's always kind of like a pattern that it follows, but there's never any real guarantee of exactly what you're going to be getting in a map. Sometimes you get something really good, and sometimes you don't. Okay, let's try to open this up. What do we got? Hey, we have 8. Oh, if we could just get one more. What are the odds? Please, RNGesus, please, 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 hear my prayer. Nope, nothing but there, but trash. Did we check this pile? I don't feel like we did. Come on, come on, come on, come on, please. No! Alright, nothing. Alright, well, we don't have a lot of time left, so let's go ahead and go to this pile, grab what we can, and get the heck out of here. Again, we'll have to come back here with a saw blade tomorrow night, probably. I don't need the cigarette, obviously, so let's take these components, some lumber. I need a little bit more components. Can we make it to this pile real quick? Actually, no. Come back down here. Come back down here. We'll take whatever we can. We have to get out of here. We don't have a lot of time left. And Marko, I have to remember, is not a fast runner like Pavle is. How do you pronounce that? Lumber. All right, that's not quite what I had in mind, but oh well. Run to the exit. We don't have enough time to go back at this point. We did get a fair number of parts at the very least, and that's something we were running very low on, so that's helpful. But not amazing. Alright, achievement unlocked. Avoid the worst. What did we avoid? We didn't get raided and Iskra hurt, did we? I hope not. We were raided. We used a couple of bullets. Okay, someone tried to rob us, but because we have that pistol, we were able to chase them off. But unfortunately, I am one electrical component shy. Oh no, everyone's very hungry. Oh, I wasn't anticipating that. I thought that we were going to be okay for at least another day. Well, that's a problem. We do not have enough food. At least Iskra's not very hungry, but... Yeah, oh, boy, okay. Well, that's a bit of a pickle now, ain't it? Well, there's nothing I can do about it because I don't really have any food. I have a morsel. We could go to the shelled cottage tomorrow and get some of that food. Because I don't know where any vegetables really are. Did we even see any food in the shelled school? I don't feel like we did. We need to build one of these at the very least. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't think we saw much food there. There might have been a little bit in the fridge, but it wasn't much. Certainly no vegetables. I don't recall seeing any of those. We will wait a little bit just to see if the trader does come by. He may or may not. And if he does, perhaps we could trade for some food. We'd have to give up a lot, though. But it could be worth it. Can we teach Iskra how to make moonshine? No. Christo might be able to, though. We actually have a reasonable amount of water and sugar and stuff. So I'm going to have Christo teach her how to do that later. For now, why don't you go check the radio? Yeah, the fact that they're very hungry is a problem. They're going to start starving very soon. Alright, anything new? Any news? Still warm out there, that's good. Nothing new happening there. We'll keep the music on. Alright, is a trader going to come by tonight? I don't think so. I think we have no choice but to go to the shelled cottage tonight. We'll have to make some meals without using vegetables, and that would be very unfortunate, but it's more important that we get these guys fed. So, alright, Christo. Why don't you get up here? We're going to teach your daughter how to make moonshine. Which is a very responsible thing to do, no doubt about it. But you know what? Let's make her useful, right? Alright, can we teach her? No, we're not allowed to teach her how to make this. Alright, I guess that's considered inappropriate for kids. Which makes some sense. Alright, go ahead and make some moonshine. It's not going to take very long. Water filters. Now, interesting, I can teach Iskra how to make a water filter at least. So let's go ahead and try to teach her how to do this. But yeah, everyone being hungry is a huge problem. Had we not gotten robbed and lost 3 food earlier in this playthrough, we would have enough food that we could at least get everything cooked, even if we don't have vegetables. But alas, That didn't happen. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the day, I think, and just move on. We need to go get some food. We're going to go to the Shelled Cottage, of course. We'll leave Christo on guard. Everyone else sleeps. There's a little bit of food here. We don't need to bring anything else with us. And maybe there was one electrical component left. I can't recall for certain. But everything should be in one big pile right here. Food, food, food. All right, there's the food that we were looking for. We'll take the herbal meds. We'll take the water and sugar, I think. Bullets, definitely. Jewelry. Electrical component, that's all we needed. We'll take the components, sugar, water, a couple lumber. I could take the fertilizer. Coffee? Could be something to trade at some point. The problem is I think Marin will drink it if we take it, so I'm not really eager to get my hands on that right now. We could take the toys so we can build something for Iskra. Books, also an option, but I think I need building materials more. A cigarette we could use to trade, but is this going to be worth more than a couple of lumber? Actually, it might. We'll take the cigarette. And 10 sugar is pretty good still. Pretty darn good. I actually should have checked last night to see if we were missing anything else as far as lumber and building materials. Let's take the sugar, and I think that's what we're going to call it tonight. We'll grab the food. That's all we need at the very least to keep everyone alive. So let's go home. Very short night for us, which is good. Promised you that those would happen. Let's get cooking immediately before people start starving, because we only have a couple more days before that becomes a serious problem. All right, day 9. Night was calm, at least. We got those toys. Marko, you go cook. Or sorry, go sleep. Marin will have to cook. Unfortunately, it looks like Christo is getting slightly sick because he hasn't been eating, which is obviously a serious concern. But oh well. Iskra, you should be able to collect water for me now, right? Okay, can we make the meals? We can. No vegetables means we're going to waste a lot of water and fuel, but we got to do what we can. All right, go ahead and make the clean water. Why are you sad? If you're hungry, why don't you order some food? I know phones don't work, but you could go order some takeaway. It looks like the bad people raiding again scared her, which is not surprising. Well, at least she's not very hungry. We might feed her tonight anyway, just to try and reduce the likelihood that she's sad. We haven't gotten anything in our rat trap for a while, which is very unfortunate. But okay. Marin, I need you to eat ASAP. And then we will upgrade the vegetable garden. We'll have to use a lot of water, but we can start growing some vegetables, which will make things a lot easier going forward. Alright, you've been fed. Let's go ahead and start upgrading. Iskra, gather up the moonshine for me, please. And yes, you know what? I am going to feed you, I think. We have everything we need, thank God. Let's make that vegetable garden ASAP. Go gather some food. Eat up. Don't be sad. Please, little girl, please don't be sad. Now, how do we repair a broken toy? That's a good question. Can you do anything? Can you build that? She's well fed right now. Well, she's no longer sad. That's good. Oh, she has unique crafting options. We used up every single component we have, unfortunately. But there is a jump rope and a ball. Well, would you look at that? She can make toys. Now, is that better than, say, making a toy box? Probably. All right, can we plant some stuff? Yes, okay. So we're going to use 10 water and 1 fertilizer. It's pretty substantial. You can make fertilizer out of food and vegetables, so that's one of the reasons getting fertilizer wasn't such a bad idea for me right now. Because, you know, we have the space, and this will end up saving me a total of 4 simple raw food, later in the game. But this is going to take a long time, 72 hours, several days to make vegetables, but we'll grow 4 of them. So that's plenty food to keep everyone happy. It's going to take 10 water, though. That's the only big downside to making the vegetables. I am expecting the trader to come by either tonight or tomorrow. Not sure which one it's going to be. Christo, you being sick is a problem. You wish you could help your friends. They look hungry. Yes, well, we'll get you fed. We're probably going to have everyone sleep tonight. This is not a trader. That is a special event of someone asking for help. Well, who could I afford to send? I guess I could send Marin. Marin's not sick anymore. We could do that. Let's open the door. Let's see what they need. Maybe they need supplies. Maybe they need something else. Or maybe he's just a good neighbor. Let's see. Oh, I live nearby with my daughter. I've heard rumors of looters pillaging houses and raping women. I can lock the doors, but they could get inside through the windows. Can you help me board them up? My husband was taken by the rebels in the first year of the war and hasn't returned yet. We're all alone. Please help. Yeah, Marin, I think we actually can afford to give you away right now. We don't have any extra materials. We don't need to build anything. You've already been fed. You'll be okay. Christo, please go eat. And, yeah, that's going to be good. That should give everyone a bit of a happiness boost because we're doing a good thing. We're helping one of our neighbors. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Marko, you can also come up here and get ready to eat. Do you have any story for us? No, our neighbor was right to ask for help. No story, but everyone's at least happy, at least for a little bit. So, go ahead and eat, and then we'll call this night. We'll go get some more supplies from the shelled school, since I think that's the only place that has anything left that matters. And that will be that. Christo, I do need you to sleep tonight, though, because you are slightly sick, and if we have a chance to get rid of it without using any meds, that would be good. We'll go to the shelled school. A lot of new stuff is open to us, though. There's a supermarket, the airport, which has danger. Caution advised here. Sniper junction, danger there, too. Let's go to the shelled school, though. We know that there's a lot of stuff useful there. And we will bring that saw blade so we can find out what we were missing before. And then I think maybe in next video, we're going to go either to the supermarket or the sniper junction. Maybe even both. I mean, who knows, really. But I am going to do my typical thing. Oh, let's go up to the top first. I will end up doing my typical thing of gathering all the materials together in one central location. And obviously, I'm not going to make you watch that, because that's not fun for you. But let's get down here first, and let's find out what is inside of here. I'm hoping for something good. Last time I came by here, it actually had 3 broken helmets, which was amazing. There might be a gun, there could be a lot of other stuff, who knows. But at the very least, this opens up a shortcut so I don't have to run, I don't have to spend quite as much time running around in the school. So that's not so bad. Alright, what do we got? Anything good? Anything good? A broken shotgun and a broken armored vest. Guitar as well. That could be pretty good. A note? Mom, it's terrible. A girl I knew was shot today by a man called Sniper. I can't believe I won't see her again. She was such a kind girl. What did she do to Sniper? They turned off the electricity and the teacher said we would have to stay in school a little longer today. I don't know why. I want to see you and Dad already. At least they promised to bring you to this letter. Will you come and take me home? Apparently they did not deliver the letter. Oh boy, that's heavy stuff. And electrical components. Well, where were you earlier? Alright, well, behind the grate. I know exactly where you were. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and gather up all of the materials into one location. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, I've managed to gather everything up. It was a big map, so it took me a while, but we're there. So, lots of useful stuff here. Lots of useful building materials. So I am expecting the trader to come by today, since he didn't come by yesterday. Probably want to grab the bandages, meds, and maybe the food as well, since we'll have plenty of vegetables coming in every few days, but maybe not quite enough food. I think we should grab the water. Certainly, that would be useful. The broken shotgun we can repair. Moonshine for trading. Guitar, maybe we want to repair that at some point as well. The damaged vest is tempting. If we were to repair that, we could get some pretty decent protection if we decide we have to go face-to-face with some bandits. But for now I'll pass. Let's grab some components. I'm going to grab the 2 parts, and we're going to grab a couple lumber. I think switch out one of these for a little bit more lumber, and that's going to be it, I think. Lots of lumber here, quite a few components. If we ever need to come by here for building materials, there's a lot to be had. We should also keep in mind that there is one more diode, or whatever this electrical component is. I guess it's a resistor. Yeah, we should keep in mind that that is here if we find that we're missing one, but it's mostly just building supplies at this point. So I think that's good enough for us. We're going to go ahead and leave and end the day. And I think we're going to have to end this video as well. So thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment with showing your support and giving your suggestions, and of course subscribe if you have not already. My name is Pravus, and I will see you guys next time.